Hello everyone. So in this video again we have come up with a series of questions pertaining to the placement papers that we come across in be it off-campus placement drives or on-campus placement drives for various MNCs, be it various tech giants such as the product-based companies like Google, Amazon, Microsoft, or some other software companies or IT companies or any other core mechanical, civil and electrical companies as well. These questions will be taken from the previous year papers that this of various companies where these questions have come, and we'll try to solve them and take a look at the questions in general so that you can get a general idea on how to go about solving this kind of question. So here let's take a look at the first question of the video. If 9 men working 6 hours a day can do a work in 88 days, then my bad, 6 men working 8 hours a day can do it in how many days? So okay, so this is a question pertaining to time and work. So let's try to understand one thing first. Okay, suppose if men, let me denote men by m, is fixed, or let me just say, suppose if man is fixed, constant, then work will be directly proportional to time. Suppose, let me take a say 10 men are working, so the work they will be doing in 8 hours will be more than the work they'll be doing in 4 hours. So simply work done will be directly proportional to time. Okay, and now if work is fixed, suppose the work is constant, then time will be inversely proportional to number of men. Simple fact. Suppose we have a work, say x, so 8 men, if they take some amount of time, the time taken by 4 men to do the same will be more, so time will be inversely proportional to men. Okay, so I hope this much is clear. So now if we again try to incorporate both these equations in our question itself, so we can actually draw out a relation that men okay, so one more thing that we can actually draw from here is that work, if we substitute the same here as well, can be also written as inversely proportional to men. Suppose we have fixed working of 8 hours, so work done by 20 men will be more as compared to work done by 10 men in 8 hours. So we can actually establish this relationship as well. So therefore we have three different conditions in general. So this is 1, this is 2, and this one is 3. We could have simply attained the same by substitution also, but I have simply given you a scenario where the following condition fits right. Now this one we can actually represent it, suppose we see total work by time and men will actually be constant. This particular value we can have any value as such. So using this particular equation, we'll try to solve the question itself. Say for the initial case, work be W1, okay, work be W1, time be T1, and men required be M1. So which should be equal to work in the second case W2, time in the second case, and men in the second case. So this is how we denote the same. So if we try to solve the same, therefore 9 men working 6 hours a day can do it in 88 days. Okay, so this one we can write as work 1 in 88, time is 6 hours a day, and total men are 9. We can write how many days we need work 2, time in 8 hours a day, and 6 men. Okay, so if we solve the same, going to work in how many days? Okay, my bad guys, there should be another relation with respect to days as well. Okay, just give me a second. We'll have one more relation with respect to the number of days as well. So suppose work done, suppose men is constant and time per work, time in a particular day is also constant, then work will be directly proportional, or work will be inversely proportional to the number of days. Okay, so this is another one of the condition which we can see. So therefore again we can with this condition also in place, we can simply write similar equation m1 t1 by w1, which we already talked about, will be equal to m2 t2 by w2. Here let us assume that the work is constant. Okay, so we can write m1 t1 into say day 1 equal to m2 t2 d2. We can write it in this way. So therefore m1 being 9 6 hours a day for 88 days equal to m1 m2 being 6, time being 8, and d2. So if we solve the same, 88 11, so therefore d2 will come out to be 99. So therefore 6 men working 8 hours a day will take 99 days. Okay, I hope this is clear, the approach towards the same. So having said that, let's take a look at the next question. So this question is pertaining to time, speed, distance. So let's take a look. Walking at 3/4 of his usual speed, a man is late by 2.5 hours. So what is his usual time? So in this case, this we'll simply use the formula distance equal to speed into time. Okay. So this is the entire concept that we'll be using, and simply the derivative of the same would be distance equal to time, speed equal to distance by time, and time equal to distance by speed. So we'll use the same. So here we are talking about the time. Okay, so let usual time be t equal to t. So new time, usual time be t. Okay, so having said that, usual speed can be written as s, new speed will be 3 by 4 s. Okay, so now he's late by 2.5 hours. Okay, so since he's late by 2.5 hours, so means the new time will be more than the previous time. Okay, so now suppose distance is constant in both the cases. So so the new time t, we can solve it this one. So new time will be given by simply t by 3 by 4s minus what to say, old time t by s, which in turn will simply give us, which is late by 2.5, that is 5 by 2. Okay. This we can actually write okay, my bad guys, I have mistakenly used the different approach. This can be done in a more easier way. So okay, so now we know by this relation itself, time is inversely proportional to speed. So here it's given that say initial speed and final speed, this being s and 3 by 4s. Okay, so since this will be equal to initial time, final time by initial time. Okay, since they're inversely proportional, so time, the final time will simply be 4 by 3 t, and initial time will be t. Okay, the ratio has been reversed. So now we have given the difference of the time being 2.5 hours, so that is 4 by 3 t minus t equal to 5 by 2. I hope this much is clear. So t by 3 is equal to 5 by 2, which can be written as 15 by 2 or 7.5 hours or 7.5 hours, which is our answer. So I hope this is clear to you, the approach we have taken towards solving the same. Now let's take a look at the last question. Okay, so this particular question is of average. So let's take a look. In a boat, 25 people persons are sitting. The average weight of is increased by 1 kilogram when one man goes, and a new man comes. The weight of the new man is 70 kg. Find the weight of the person who is going or the person who has left. So let's see. Initially, so average is given by sum by total number, that is average. Okay, so initially let us consider for the initial case where the 25 people were sitting and no person actually left or no person was added. So sum of 25 people divided by 25 people will be their average. Okay, this is average of 25. This is our first equation. So from this we can actually get sum of 25 will be equal to average of 25 into 25. Say this is equation 1. Now is given that one person leaves and another person comes in. So the person who, the weight of the person who comes in is 70 kg. So again, sum of 25, one weight of the one person leaves. So person who leaves, let WPL denote the weight of the person who leaves, and another person comes in who is 70 kg. Okay, and total number of people again remains the same, 25, because minus 1 plus 1. So this is their new average. So the new average basically 25, the previous average basically it gets increased by 1. Okay, so if we solve this particular equation, what we have is sum of 25 equal to 25 average of 25 plus 25 plus W person weight of the person who left minus 70. Okay, now this sum of the 25 can be again further written as 25 average of 25 equal to 25 average of 25 plus 25 plus weight of the person who left minus 70. This we have done from 1. We basically substitute the value of 1. These values get cancelled. So therefore weight of the person who left will be minus 70 plus 25 equal to 45 kgs. So I hope this is clear to you how we arrive at a conclusion. So with that said, we have come to the end of the video. We have discussed 3 very different variety of questions. Kindly go through the entire video and try to solve the questions on your own, so that you can get a better idea on the approach we have taken towards solving this. So with that said, we have come to the end of the video and I'm signing out. Thank you.